and welcome to another video on the Inside Spurs channel. Happy Tuesday, early afternoon, mid-afternoon. I don't know when you're actually going to see this, to be honest. So, yeah, we'll call it happy mid-afternoon on the safe side. I hope the day's treating you well. You're enjoying it. There is a bit of sun out there. Go and enjoy a bit of sun if you can. I ironically already recorded this video, and then news came out on both the players that I'm talking about in Ivan Toney and Jed Spence. So I was like, oh, that's annoying. Recorded that. We're going to have to do another one because more's come out and I need to talk about it. So, yeah, we're talking Ivan Toney. We're talking Jed Spence. We're also talking about the budget as well, which a little bit of news has come out from The Athletic on that. So that's important to talk about. Just want to say, though, if you're new, give us a subscribe. You're very much welcome to join us for the journey. I have obviously previously uploaded, before you actually see this video, I talked about Federico Chiesa, I talked about Rodrigo Muniz, I talked about Giovanni Lo Celso. So go back, have a little watch of those if you have missed it, and let me know what you think as well on that. I also put up a community post. I was talking about a live stream because I know obviously a few of you in the US don't really get to join the live streams early enough because obviously it doesn't suit you time-wise. Obviously an evening one might be a bit better. Want to know your thoughts and feelings about that? Let me know on that post if there's any issues. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to talk about the first... I think I'm going to talk about the budget first. So excuse me on that front. I sat here talking about Ivan Toney. I'm talking about the budget. So yeah, it came from Athletic and it says, for Spurs this summer, there is no set budget and they will make decisions on players on a case-by-case basis. The club is in a strong financial position and should be able to strengthen considerably this summer. Now I think let's all take it on face value. It's very exciting stuff, isn't it? You think a lot of you have sort of said, Andy, what do you expect budget-wise? And I sort of said, look, around 200. Sales and things like that, I just think it'd be around 200. I think the way Spurs should look at it and go, 200 is more than feasible. More than feasible. In terms of financial fair play, things like that, Spurs are in a ridiculously strong position. They should be all over the idea of, if a good deal comes up, we shouldn't turn it away because we're worried about money. There is no worry about money. We're doing really well. So, yeah, I think Spurs will be busy. I think this backs up what I've been saying for a while. They will be busy. They will be active. I just thought I'd just bring that in first and foremost. So let me talk about the Ivan Toney one first, okay? So let me talk about what I had previously recorded. So Football Insider has said that Spurs could sign Ivan Toney in a deal worth 40 million this summer. The new bit of update is that Brentford are demanding between 60 and 70 million for the potential sale of Ivan Toney. If I'm honest, if that's the case, Ivan, enjoy your next season at Brentford because you are not being sold for 70 million or even 60 million. It's a difficult one, really, because obviously Brentford are shrewd negotiators. They're difficult negotiators. They're a team that is brilliant on financial fair play because of these sort of reasons. Yeah, I mean, by the way, that came from Paul O'Keefe who said that. And look, I'm going to be honest. If we're spending that kind of money, I want someone that's been scoring more goals in the last 6 months. I do. If it's 40 million, then I say we do it. If it's 60 to 70, no. And I recorded a video and I put in this question, and I'm going to rephrase it for this new update. Let's ignore all the other strikers you're keen on. It doesn't matter if you like Sesko, Openda, Solanke, Gyökeres, Osimhen. I don't really care in this regard, right? I just want to know this answer. 60 million, yes or no? Just a yes or no for Ivan Toney. If it's a no, tell me why, but don't be like, because I want Openda, because I want Sesko. Tell me as to why on his regard, just on him, all right? So I want to know your thoughts, feelings about that. Right, I want to talk a little bit about Jed Spence. And again, I had a little bit of news on Jed Spence. And there's more that's come out on that. So last night, Fabrizio Romano put out that Genoa have approached Tottenham to sign Jed Spence on a permanent transfer. Negotiations ongoing between the two clubs and player side. It will depend on the price. So it came out about an hour ago from when I am recording this. It said that Spurs are open to negotiating with Genoa for Jed Spence to leave on a permanent transfer. Talks are taking place as Genoa wants Spence and another player to stay at the club this season. Another player because I just don't care. I don't mind the negotiation for a few different reasons. Look, you could get a sell-on clause. You could get a buyback clause. It's not a bad thing to have in your locker. Obviously, you have things like first refusals and things like that as well. So again, not a bad idea. The other way you could look at it as, you could have a look at it as Genoa bring through some really exciting players. Obviously, we know of that this season, well, technically last season alone. I think something that, having a good relationship with Genoa probably isn't the worst thing that we could come out of this with. I don't mind this whatsoever. I really don't. And I didn't expect, look, the buy option is, 8.5 million. I don't think Spurs are sitting there going, yeah, we'll take 4. No, I think it'll be about 7, to be honest. They'll knock a little bit off, but it won't be groundbreaking money, And I think they'll do that. And it does make sense, if I'm honest. It does. I don't hate the deal. Look, would I prefer 8.5 million? Sure, I'd prefer 8.5 million. But if it allows us to get maybe a better deal in the future for certain things, or raise up more money in the future, then I'm all for that. It doesn't always have to be black and white. There can be grey areas and things like that. So I'm interested to see what you guys think about that, because obviously that is quite new information. But yeah, let me know what you think. Obviously, like talking about the budget and things like that, the budget could be massive. It could be less depending on what the market allows, but it could be quite big. So let's also see on that front. There will probably be a video out later. I say that, there will be. I've just seen some stuff. There will be another video out later on talking about other players that Spurs are keen on. But on this front, I hope you did enjoy it. Drop a like on the video. If you did, hit me in the comment section down below your thoughts and feelings about, obviously, what I've talked about the budget, about Ivan Toney, about Jed Spence. Let me know your thoughts and feelings about all the things that I've talked about on there. And obviously, anything that I may have missed. Obviously, subscribe to the channel if you're new and hit the bell notification for more. But no, guys, in the video, I will see you all very, very soon. Take care, guys.